Hello everyone. So in today's class, we are going to learn how we can compensate the expansion of container. What we are going to learn in today's class, how to compensate expansion of container. You you might have got question, if suppose I am taking any liquid in a container, I don't want to consider the expansion of container. I just want the real expansion of liquid, that's it. I don't want any apparent thing. Then how to do this? That is what the most important doubt. So let's clarify it today. So first, what I am doing, first let's learn condition for constant volume condition for constant volume of unoccupied space in the container at all temperatures. Condition for constant volume of unoccupied space in the container at all temperatures. How to do this? Whatever I have written on the board, what is its meaning? Its meaning is, suppose I am having a container, right? So let's take, this is a container, okay? Yes, this is a container. And in this container, what I did, I have filled liquid till here. Okay. Now, this is liquid filled and this is unoccupied volume. This one you can see. This is what? Unoccupied volume. And this one is what? Liquid filled. Yes or not? Now here is unoccupied volume and this is liquid. So when I am heating this, then after heating, both will expand. Both will expand. Agree? Yes, no? What will expand? Container will expand and liquid also will expand. Isn't it, right? This is what? Container. whatever the element or metal which we have used for making of that container, and whatever the alpha or coefficient of linear expansion, volume expansion, or areal expansion, whatever it may be, according to that, container will expand as well as the liquid also will expand. Now, if suppose you want this volume to be same for all temperatures, then what should be the case? Yes or not? So, the condition is what? Condition is what? For unoccupied volume to be remain same, if unoccupied volume is to keep constant, if unoccupied volume is to keep constant, then both should expand equally. है ना? What I have written, see here. You can see I have drawn in the diagram, there is one container. In that container, some liquid I have filled, and some part is empty of that container. Now, first point I have written here, after heating, both will expand, obviously. Okay. If unoccupied volume means that empty space is there in that container, if that should be constant for all temperatures, means suppose 10 degrees Celsius, 20 degrees Celsius, or 100 degrees Celsius, that volume should be same. Which volume? Unoccupied volume. Then what is the condition? जितना liquid expand हुआ है, in that proportion only that glass or that container should also expand. So that's why I have written there, if unoccupied volume is to keep constant, then both should expand equally. Both should expand equally. Then how it is possible? Only one case is possible in this. Okay. So what is that? Let's see. Let Vc is what? Volume of container. C for container. Okay. Volume of container. Pl be the volume of liquid. Yes. Next, gamma c. Yes. Gamma c क्या है? Coefficient of expansion of container. Coefficient of expansion of container. And gamma L. You know what is this? Coefficient of expansion of liquid, which we have filled in that container. Then unoccupied volume will remain constant. Unoccupied volume remains constant if and only if delta Vc should be equal to delta Vl. मतलब जितना चेंज इन वॉल्यूम कंटेनर का हुआ है उतना ही चेंज इन वॉल्यूम लिक्विड का होना चाहिए, देन ओनली जो ऊपर का एम्प्टी स्पेस है वो कांस्टेंट रहेगा फॉर ऑल टेम्परेचर्स. यस, मींस change in volume of container and liquid should be same. So let's see. Now you know formula. Which formula you know? See here. Gamma is equal to delta V by V into delta T. So from this, if I want for liquid, then I can write gamma L is equal to delta V by VL into delta T, and this is for liquid. Okay. And if I want for gamma C है ना, तो ये क्या होगा, डेल्टा वी सी बाई पी सी इंटू डेल्टा टी. गॉट इट? एनी डाउट टिल हियर? So what I did, from this formula I have created these two formulas. Already we know this, we have learned this. Just gamma is equal to change in volume by original volume into change in temperature, and here also for liquid, and this is for container. So let's substitute from this. If we will see from this, we are getting delta vc as gamma c into vc into delta t, and from delta vl what we will get, gamma l into vl into delta t. Now here this delta t and this delta t will get constant. Yes, then what we are getting, gamma c vc is equal to gamma l into vl. Yes, this is what the condition for keeping constant unoccupied volume. Yes, this is what the condition for keeping unoccupied volume constant. Yes, understood? Clear? Next. But it is not possible. Yes, in some cases it is not possible, because if suppose we have, let us take one example. I have taken water. But I have taken water, and I filled that water into the glass container, and I have supplied heat to that container. Is it possible that how much water will expand, that much glass container will expand? No, it is not possible. Yes or not? Because this may be rare case, because whatever we have learned now, that may be rare case, because both the container and liquid should expand in the same proportion, means mostly it is very difficult. So let's see how to compensate that change of volume of a container, so that we will not get any apparent expansion, we will get only real expansion. What I am saying, one more time, listen. This whatever we have learned now, this is the case for both container and liquid, change in volume should be same. But in so many cases it is not possible. So how to compensate that expansion of container? Let's learn that now. Okay. See here. To compensate expansion of container, expansion of container using mercury. Okay, using mercury. Now, why to compensate expansion of container? Already I told, so that we will get only real expansion of liquid. We don't want that expansion of container. Okay, that is apparent expansion. We don't want direct, we want real expansion. So for that, what I am doing, see here, again I am taking one container. Okay, this is a container which I have taken. Yes, in this container, what I am doing, first of all, I am taking some amount of mercury which is placed below of this liquid. So this is what? Mercury, that is Hg. You know, mercury is placed below the container, and above what we did, we have taken liquid. Or you can consider as a water also. Let us take it as a water. Now, why to take mercury? Because this mercury will compensate the expansion of this container. Okay, why I have taken, first doubt you might have got, sir, why we have taken mercury? Because already I told we have to compensate expansion of that container. We don't want expansion of container, only we want expansion of liquid, that we have to study. That's why what I am doing, I am taking some mercury and I am keeping in that container below the liquid. Now here also let us take, let Vc be the volume of container, volume of container. Next one, Vl be the what? Volume of liquid. Okay, what we did, we have taken volume of container and volume of liquid. Now as I told, or as we have seen before, that delta Vc should be equal to delta Vl, means because it's unoccupied, whatever it is there, we have to keep constant, or change in volume of container should be equal to change in volume of liquid. Then what I am doing here, for this Vc gamma c delta T is equal to Vl gamma L into delta T. This and this will get cancelled. So we are getting Vc gamma c is equal to Vl gamma L. So here, if we will take now from this formula, but here it is we have not considered Hg anything. So by using this formula, I am getting like this: V of container by V of liquid is equal to gamma of liquid by gamma of container. Yes or not? What I am getting? Phi of container by phi of liquid is equal to gamma of liquid by gamma of container. In case of mercury, if I am taking, in case of mercury, then at the place of liquid, what I am doing, at the place of this liquid, if I will substitute, what I will substitute at the place of liquid, this gamma of this mercury, then what I am getting, see. So if I will substitute here, then phi of container divided by phi of Hg is equal to gamma of glass divided by gamma of Hg, because here what is the case, gamma of H. If we will find out this ratio by substituting the values of this, then we are getting 1 by 7. What is that? Pc, 1 minute you wait. Here it is, little mistake. Pc by gamma of Hg is Pc by V of Hg is equal to gamma of Hg by gamma of this glass container. Yes or not? And this is equal to 7 by 1, we can say. Phi C by phi of Hg is equal to, because see here, you can see in this formula, this is container now. Wait. This is container, so I have replaced a container. Liquid is there now, this liquid. Liquid means what here? This Hg, that's why here it is. Again, gamma of liquid, liquid is what here? Mercury, that's why Hg. And this container is what? Glass. For glass container, this is the case, है ना? For glass container. Now it is okay. For glass container. Can you see? Okay, see properly. So Vc by, check it once. This is container, phi of container by phi of liquid. So from this formula only, this phi of container as it is, and this phi of Hg, because I want this liquid expansion. So therefore V of Hg I am taking. And here at the place of gamma L, I have substituted gamma Hg by this gamma of glass, for glass container. This is the case, and that is equal to 7 by 1. So if I will take reciprocal, then V of Hg divided by V of C is equal to gamma of glass by gamma of Hg is equal to 1 by 7. Yes or not? Yes. Check it. So gamma of V of Hg by phi of C is equal to gamma of glass by gamma of Hg is equal to 1 by 7. From this, what we can conclude? From this, what we can conclude? We can conclude that if glass container, you can write here conclusion, which is very, very important. Conclusion. If glass container is filled 1 by 7th of its volume, 1 by 7 of its volume, filled with Hg. If glass contains filled 1/7 of its volume with Hg, then expansion of container is getting expansion of container compensates. Yes, तो क्या करना है हमें, जो कंटेनर है उसका 1/7 पार्ट fill करना है mercury से, and then we have to fill liquid. How it is, you can see here, छोटा सा डायग्राम बनाता हूँ. So here, if suppose this is 1/7 part and this is glass, and this is only for glass container, keep it in mind, this 1/7 value is there, no, this is only for glass container. If suppose you are having another container, if you are having another container, at the place of this gamma g, you have to substitute that coefficient of expansion. Okay, suppose now steel container is there, gamma of steel, right or wrong? And here Vc also you have to replace which one? That volume of that container, whatever we are taking. Just take this ratio, but this is not necessary. We have to substitute just gamma of this mercury and gamma of that container which is made up of, and then whatever ratio we are getting, according to that we have to fill that into the container to compensate the expansion of container, and this is what water is which you have filled. Yes, like this, and this is 1/7 phi c is equal to volume of this mercury. मतलब कितना वॉल्यूम भरा है इसका, you can see here, I will write with the green ink so that this is mercury should be filled phi/7 or you can write like this also, 1/7 of volume of container, 1/7 of volume of glass container, है ना यहाँ पे, clear, right? Understand now? Just to keep it in mind, only one formula, that is what, this one. Just to take the ratio of the cubical expansion coefficients of that container and that gamma of mercury, you will get how much we should fill mercury in that particular container to compensate its expansion. Is that clear? Right? Okay. One problem I am giving you, you try this. One homework problem, you can try yourself. Let me see how many of you can think differently and solve the problem. What is the problem? A long cylindrical metal vessel, a long cylindrical metal vessel having a linear coefficient alpha, having linear coefficient alpha is filled with a liquid up to certain level, is filled with liquid up to certain level. On heating it, on heating it, it is found that it is found that on heating it, it is found that the level of liquid in the cylinder, level of liquid in the cylinder remains the same, remains the same. What is the volume coefficient of expansion of the liquid? What is the volume coefficient of expansion? Volume coefficient of expansion of the liquid. Okay, क्या है क्वेश्चन देखो. A long cylindrical metal vessel having linear coefficient alpha is filled with liquid up to a certain level. On heating it, it is found that the level of liquid in the cylinder remains the same. What is the volume coefficient of expansion of the liquid? देखेंगे कौन सॉल्व करता है इसको, right? Let us see who will solve this. Try to use some formulas in terms of beta. Okay, तो मैं एक हिंट देता हूं आपको. Delta VC should be equal to what? Delta A into L, है ना? वॉल्यूम है ना? चेंज इन वॉल्यूम मीन चेंज इन एरिया इनटू लेंथ. ओके, और एक और मैं यहाँ पे देता हूं हिंट आपको. ये डेल्टा ए को हम कैसे रिप्लेस करते हैं? बीटा इंटू ए डेल्टा टी इंटू एल, है ना? दिस इज डेल्टा ए, बीटा ए डेल्टा टी इंटू एल. तो ये आपके लिए हिंट है. अब इसके बाद आपको बीटा मालूम है, बीटा कितना सब्स्टिट्यूट करना है, क्या करना है, कैसे करना है, या आप यूज करो. बीटा इज इक्वल टू 2 अल्फा, यू नो. एंड फाइनल आंसर आई एम गिविंग. फाइनल आंसर इज व्हाट? Gamma of that liquid is equal to 2 times of alpha. This is your answer. Try to solve. देखेंगे कौन कैसे सॉल्व करता है. डायग्राम के साथ ड्रॉ करो, मतलब डायग्राम के साथ सॉल्व करो. पहले डायग्राम अच्छे से, कंटेनर नीट एंड क्लीन सॉल्यूशन. ट्राई टू अंडरस्टैंड. पहले रफ पे करो, ट्राई करो. बहुत इजी है, इट इज वेरी इजी. ओके, सो लेट्स स्टॉप हियर. You try this problem, and if you want to write notes, pause the video. For each page I am giving from beginning. If you want to write, anyone, if he has or she has missed, pause it, write down. This is number 1. This is second. This is third. This is fourth. And this is fifth, which is the problem. Okay. Okay. Have a great day.